Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
On hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And a throwdown. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Joel Embiid.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Pascal Siakam. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
The drive, right to the basket. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet. Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? A whole country is watching.
Pressure makes diamonds, my friend. So if you're your jury, you're throwing everything at the wall and you're seeing what sticks. Because the goal is to win now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
That pass taken away by Toronto.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
OG Anunoby against Tucker. Pascal Siakam to VanVleet. Almost unlucky bounce. Another follow, still no good. Toronto has the basketball to VanVleet. Takes stock of the floor. Pascal Siakam, now a steal by Philly.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the top.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Pascal Siakam to VanVleet. Got a piece to knock it away. That's going to be out of bounds. Tobias Harris rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Harris. Beyond the arc for three. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. Second and three is good. Hits all 3 free throws. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Pascal Siakam. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's no stopping now. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Cam Birch tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Missed a wide open look. Pascal Siakam. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Pascal Siakam. Nice pass to set things up.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Toronto with the basketball. Taken by the Sixers. Won't go down. Joel Embiid. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Pascal Siakam. And throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
The assist from number 24.
Oh, he blocked it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Can't connect from inside.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
From the painted area, won't go down. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Toronto has the basketball. Pascal Siakam. Sixers with the rebound. Harden into the front court. Up by 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Pascal Siakam. And he's going to the free throw line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Birch. A couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 68%. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. The feed stolen away. Paul Millsap snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Young on the drive, but his shot won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
That's rebounded by Toronto. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. To Young. No, I missed a short one there. Nothing going here on that drive. Cam Birch. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
From long range, Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Shot from the lane won't go. Curling inside, Joel Embiid swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And count the basket inside.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Knocked loose. Flushes it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Young. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Nene with the dunk. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Harden to Tobias Harris. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Tucker powers it through.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Harden. Deep two there, won't go. To Young. Won't go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Rebound taken by Toronto. P.J. Tucker sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Gets it in the right corner. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Jumper's good.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To Tobias Harris. Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Young. Nene taken by the Sixers. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. Long key from 3/4 court. First quarter in the books. And a great start for the 76ers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Young. And he hits. To Young. Tucker to Harden. And he finishes at the rim. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Young. You've got to get that one to go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Damian Dotson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Toronto with the basketball. Here comes the screen. probing the defense. Fred VanVleet. Curling inside. Anthony Tolliver sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Oh, nice swat.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Lets it fly from long range to VanVleet. Mike Scott able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Pascal Siakam. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Pascal Siakam trying to cash in on a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Free throws good, a three-point play, and the lead back down to 12. Harden with it up top. He'll run the offense. Cam Birch with the block. Fourth this contest. Fires the three.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Pascal Siakam. Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Fred VanVleet. Siakam, defended by Tolliver. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Working hard on the glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Pascal Siakam at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he can't convert the free throw. Runner here won't go down. Ah, the monster stuff.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Embiid to Tobias Harris. Shot clock winding down. 4-3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Pascal Siakam pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Harris. Here's a chance from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Fred VanVleet. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. To VanVleet. Tobias Harris rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Tobias Harris. And a nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Joel Embiid tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Sizing up the defense.
The NBA Season 102022 Game 8 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2022.
Joel Embiid with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Harden. Trying to cash in. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket inside.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Count it.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Harris to P.J. Tucker, going to launch beyond the arc. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
It's Pascal Siakam with the two.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy leg.
And stuffs it home. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Probing the defense to Harden. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Big finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
The NBA Season 102022 Game 8 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2022. Game 8 Philadelphia 76ers 5-2 Toronto Raptors 5-2.
Tucker. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Tobias Harris. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The 76ers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Raptors were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals
Game
on the
8
floor,
Detroit Pistons
blocks in the sky.
108 Milwaukee
They're
Bucks
dominating on defense
110.
all over the floor.
Player of the half.
Tucker has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this
Game 8
segment.
Memphis
He
Grizzlies
couldn't avoid it.
105
Maybe
Utah
he'll turn
Jazz
things around in the
121
second
final.
half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Raptors were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Defense.
Game 8 Houston
Philadelphia
Rockets 9-3
76ers
Los
are
Angeles
using
Clippers
defense to create
9-5
offense.
final.
And it's coming off blocks and steals. They're putting in work on both ends of the court.
Player of the half.
Tucker has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The 76ers will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that.
Game 8 Sacramento Kings 115 Charlotte Hornets 108 final.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation in the passing lanes.
Player of the half.
Tucker was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Toronto has the basketball. Pascal Siakam. Shot from the lane won't go. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Pascal Siakam snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Gets it in the left corner. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
P.J. Tucker has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw.
Get it, shoot it again.
And he makes them both.
I got him. Here we go.
Pascal Siakam. Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. To Van Vliet. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Joel Embiid, 4 out of 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Pascal Siakam. To Van Vliet. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. To Embiid. Gets it in the right corner from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Cam Birch, huge block. Ooh, 5 now. Siakam swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
That's off the side of the rim, short.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Pascal Siakam. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sixers have the basketball. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Good shot, man.
He throws it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Tucker to Embiid. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Off the mark at the line. Fred VanVleet. Pascal Siakam. Off the assist.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Cashes in for 2.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Driving right to the basket. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
OG Anunoby at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Harden. Easy path to the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Fred VanVleet. just leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Harris to P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
That'll get out off the Raptors. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Sixers control it. Nothing going here on that drive. OG Anunoby sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Embiid. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Pascal Siakam. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Fires the three, and he buries it.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Here comes the screen. Siakam against Tucker. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Snared by Embiid. To P.J. Tucker. Trying to cash in. Tucker with a shot that misses. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Time to shuffle things up. For 3. That no good. Off the mark. To Hollis Jefferson. Fine to shoot. Has a look. That's no good. To P.J. Tucker. Here's a chance from long range. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Millsap. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Hollis Jefferson. Pascal Siakam. Joel Embiid sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh!
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
For 3, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Hollis Jefferson. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Tucker. Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Nice pass to set things up. P.J. Tucker able to recover with the block. New blood coming in for both sides. Siakam. Joel Embiid with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Got it.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Rocking the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's the Raptors with the basketball.
Hands up. Hands up.
Paul Millsap pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Desperation shot here from half court. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. And the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. To Young. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Rises for the slam.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Khem Birch at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. turns and slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Beyond the arc for three. Offensive rebound. Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
From the painted area, won't go down. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. From long range. No good. That's great defense. Knocked loose. Toronto with the basketball. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Off the iron. It came out. Gets it in the right corner. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
And easy to get back on defense.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Philadelphia with the basketball. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Montrezl Harrell, a couple of free throws on the way. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Tobias Harris tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
With the interception.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he buries it.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Gets a shot up, slams it home on the putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of it.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
The rebound taken down by the Sixers. To Tobias Harris. And counted at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Toronto has the basketball. Pascal Siakam. The drive, right to the basket. Fred VanVleet. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Screen coming. Kem Birch matched up with Tolliver. To VanVleet. Driving right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Embiid, good for two.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Pascal Siakam. And finishes strong. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Pascal Siakam with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Fred VanVleet. Trying to cash in. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
To Tobias Harris. Fires the three. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Pascal Siakam. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kem Birch trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throws good. A three-point play. And the lead back down to 12. To Harden. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Harden to Embiid. Able to convert inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Nice work by Fred VanVleet.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
Into the game for the number 3.
Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Harden to P.J. Tucker, 4-3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Harden to Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And Jay, they called the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Philadelphia 76ers are in the penalty.
Joel Embiid. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D. This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
He gets it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line, because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here's a chance from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And count the basket.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished third in the voting for Sixth Man of the Year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench, to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Oh, that's how it's done.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Number 24.
To Tobias Harris. Harden. Textbook defense. P.J. Tucker. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
From the outside, no good. Joel Embiid swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
The assist from
Deep three at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this game after a close finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals. And it all came together for a terrific win. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers, The Raptors lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Toronto Raptors. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.